Welcome back to Miss Amelia J Reactions. It is finally time for 24 Season 1, Episode 19. We are getting closer and closer to the finish line. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. So a lot happened in the last episode. Jack tried to pose as Alexis Drazen. He did get some information out of the guy that he met, but this agent, Teri, who has a problem with Jack because he took down his partner, ended up shooting the suspect. So all they know is what this guy was going to do for Drazen. David planted fake evidence in the safe to see what Sherry would do, and she ended up destroying it. Teri has just arrived at her house, which is terrible news because the CCU agent that was sent to watch it has been killed, and the assassin is waiting for Teri. And Kim is stuck in this drug deal situation with Dan's brother, who doesn't know that Dan is dead and is waiting for him to arrive with the money. Mason is still keeping from Jack that Teri and Kim are in danger and no longer at the safe house, and Tony is trying to get in touch with more agents to get over to the Bauer house. So now that you are all caught up, let's watch episode 19.
We didn't want to run back, so we used your hide key.
I don't know what the code is.
Just take your time. Maybe it'll come to you.
Could you please turn this off?
All right, thanks. Jack, his name was Alan Morgan. He worked for Pacific Electric in Saugus.
Saugus? Okay, he was paid off by Alexis to kill the power in a section of the grid. Did you get the coordinates? 26 double G.
Yeah.
That's right, we need to know where that is now.
Superior alarm, stay where you are.
Please, this woman, she lives here.
Sure. It's probably in my purse. I'll go check.
No ID necessary. You obviously live here.
I gave Hanlon clear orders not to shoot. Where'd he go? It's over there. Yes, Senator.
Just heard back from my source at the Pentagon. Had to twist a lot of arms to get hold of the missing Drazen file.
Anything we can use?
Maybe. The last entry is an address unrelated to everything else. 1911 Kipling in a city called Saugus. I don't know where that is.
I'm sorry, Senator. Did you just say Saugus?
Does that mean anything?
Yes, I think it does. I'm going to have to get back to you. Thank you, Senator. This is going to help. I got a feeling it's going to be in the grid coordinates that Nina just gave you.
Right, yeah, you're right. It's right in the middle of Sector 26GG.
Okay, find out what's there. Get back to me on my cell.
Hi.
Where you headed?
They were only going to cut the
Going to
power for like
Saugus.
5 minutes or something,
Alexis
though.
paid this guy off to knock the power out of
Which,
the
I mean,
specific
is
address out there.
destructive and annoying, but...
Slow down, Jack. I'm on your side. Fill me in. You want to go? I'm your chaperone. Want to ride?
He's doing this so he can try to control information Jack gets so that he doesn't know about his family. That's messed up. That is messed up.
Where's my brother? I don't know. These guys are gonna be here in 20 minutes if I don't have that money.
I told you, Frank, we split up. He said he was gonna meet me back here with the payoff from Gaines. Where are you going?
Don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
I'm not waiting around for that lunatic to get us killed.
You're not going anywhere.
Melody.
She'll go to the police. She'll tell them about the deal. I don't care about the deal. I came here because I wanted you to help me find my mom. But obviously that was a dumb idea.
You came here for Rick.
I did not.
Kim, don't worry about her. You should just leave.
What do you mean, don't worry about me?
Dan is not coming back.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't.
What do you mean?
I just.
Leave her alone. Where is he? He's dead. Gaines killed him.
He was gonna kill me too. I swear to God, Frank, this guy Gaines was out of control.
So who's got the money now?
Nobody. Gaines never paid us.
These guys are gonna be here.
You got 15 minutes to find 20 grand, sir.
It's not the kind of guys you invite over to do a deal and then come up short.
Oh, you have half
Call
an
it
hour.
off. Too late to call it off.
He's gonna tell the truth.
Look, don't you start with me, Keith.
Why are you always in
You've
my
caused enough
business?
pain in this family.
Sherry.
Well, I'm sorry, David, but somebody's got to say the words. This whole thing wouldn't have started if Keith hadn't decided to take matters into his own hands.
Nobody's defending what Keith did. He acted on the moment. It wasn't right. That doesn't make you right for covering it up. It doesn't make me right for not being there. So we're all to blame.
You still think this is just about you, don't you? When are you gonna get it through your head that your father is running for president of the United States? A black man. You don't just decide to ease your conscience at the cost of what might be best for this country.
I didn't, Mom.
Both of you, calm down.
And I was willing to suck it up for as long as it took. But someone murdered Dr. Ferragamo this morning. And you can't tell me that hiding that is what's best for this country.
You're your father's son. You cover up your weakness with a bunch of bleeding heart sentimentality. Well, am I wrong? And when are you gonna be man enough to do what it takes to be president?
Nicole, I'm hearing.
Nicole, you okay? What's wrong?
Honey?
Nicole.
Give me some water.
Need a doctor? No, those positions there.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Why?
This is all my fault.
Okay, go.
Comes up as a wildlife preserve.
Great. We're going to a Sierra Club meeting.
Who's with you?
Mason.
Nina has to know by now, right?
Saugus? That doesn't make sense. Saugus is all industrial. What about the GPS maps?
I've got 3 on the way.
Okay, good work. We'll get back to you as soon as we find out what's out there. Palmer authorized the mission. I carried it out. Today is the 2nd anniversary of Victor Drayson's death. Happy anniversary. I gotta tell you, Jack, it never gets dull with you. I'm sorry about last night. Shooting me in the leg with a train? Don't give it a second thought.
Is Tony not on the way over there? I could have swore that as soon as... I could have swore he said he was going to the Bower House. Maybe I misheard.
Everything looks familiar, but I don't understand any of it.
Sometimes music can help unlock memories. You said she was taking Jack's side in the separation. You didn't want to give her any more reason to be angry with you.
And why did my husband, Jack, why did Jack leave me?
You asked him to, but you were scared. You didn't want to lose your family. And when Jack asked to move back in, you let him. What?
I don't remember you at all. But being with you makes me feel good, and maybe I don't feel so scared.
The truck come through?
Time's almost up, buddy.
I know how to get you out of here.
I'll make a run for it.
I wouldn't. Frank's a psycho. You don't want to cross him.
Sadie? Hey! No. In the kitchen.
Frank, what are you gonna do?
What's it look like? Can't pay the dealer if we don't have any money.
You're gonna rip him off.
Yeah.
I've always liked this tie on you, David.
It's time.
All right, I want to say a few more things about this before we find out what he's going to say, because I'm not clear on what his decision actually is with this press conference in terms of how much information he's going to present. Now, I'm not saying that hiding information about a murder is in any way okay, but is a press conference really the way to do this? Especially at a point when, as far as investigators are concerned, this was an accident. I don't like the idea of sitting on that knowledge either. But at the very least, hold it as something that can protect you. So David's just the type of character, he wants to just go out and get ahead of things and deal with it right away and get his version of the story out there first. And I get that and I respect it to a degree, but I don't know that this desire for a press conference is the most strategic thing right now.
Kitty, she's a friend of yours. You work with her sometimes. You do commercial interior design. It's just freelance right now, but you want to expand when Kim goes off to college.
How come I can sort of remember air hockey, but I can't remember what I do for a living?
Well, what kind of friend is that, though?
Does he have a gun?
I told you, he's here to protect.
I don't care. I don't want guns. Get him out of the house with that gun.
Chris, will you just give us a couple minutes, okay? Yeah. Chris is a friend of mine. I called him
That
here.
doesn't mean anything to me.
So you're gonna have to trust my judgment.
Last night, I received a phone call regarding my son, Keith, and my daughter, Nicole. That call has unfortunately set off a chain of events that has culminated into a terrible tragedy. A large portion of the financial support for my campaign comes from a group of businessmen right here in Los Angeles. Every presidential campaign relies on these monetary contributions from a variety of sources.
Too late, Carl.
I have apparently misjudged these local businessmen. More importantly, they have misjudged me. I'll emphasize again that these men acted without my consent or my knowledge. He will only be guilty of not reporting an accident. As for my daughter, Nicole, it is important for everyone to remember she was a victim of a horrible crime.
Not that I'm aware of.
Did you know that the safe house was hit?
Relax. Okay.
Tony, answer me.
Yes, I knew.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Look, Mason didn't want you to know because he didn't want you to tell Jack.
His family is missing. Don't you think you should know that?
You should have told me. You work for me.
And you work for Mason.
Have you told Jack about his family yet?
No, we're not there yet.
Why not let him know so he can help us find them? George, they're out there. They're exposed. If Drayson's people finds them first, then
That's
what?
a good idea.
Listen to me, George. If anything happens to them, he's going to hold you responsible. You better think about that.
Yeah, no, all I want to say is just keep the backup units on standby, all right?
What Nina have to say?
She's just checking our location. What's GPS say?
Doesn't make sense. It's saying the address is right up ahead. Victor Draysel is most of it's just shadow. He's in charge of all of his covert operations. He's responsible for organizing all the ethnic cleansing campaigns in Kosovo, Sarajevo, and Bosnia.
You rolled the whole deal out.
Yep.
So who do you think would have the kind of influence to be able to run an operation like this against you and Palmer?
I guess it'd be Serbian military exiles. I mean, they could pull this off.
Any ideas on why the Serbs would want to spend this much money to turn the power off in the middle of the woods?
George, look.
Power transformer.
Lock on it's new. Why would this be designated as a wildlife sanctuary? I mean, think about it. There's no water. No water, no wetlands. No wetlands, no birds, no animals.
No, nothing as far as I can make out.
Let's get ready.
You are the one that was in the room. You got a problem with that?
No. Pure MDMA, no caffeine. You wanna check it?
Oh, man, I trust you.
Alright, homie. Where's the money?
Come on, homie. Stand down, you're eating one.
I mean, she doesn't want to draw attention to herself, but like, try to stay out of what may become the line of fire.
Let's go down.
Let's go. See what else they got on them, man.
Get down.
All this because you couldn't keep my brother alive?
I felt that.
Checking the hospitals?
Yes. I don't understand how Teri and Kim just disappeared.
I mean, after all, Jack and Palmer are the primary targets.
What about Jack's house?
Well, I sent Williams over, but I'll call and check on him.
And Kim's phone call?
We traced it to a phone booth. We're checking the whole area. And killers?
Yeah.
You have the right to remain silent.
I think I know what it's gonna say.
Mrs. Krugman, we got a code for her.
One suspect down, 5 being booked. I think I got a broken nose.
If he cannot manage the interactions of the people close to him, then he can't expect the electorate to believe in his abilities to lead a nation.
I mean, it seems like this press conference had the desired results.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, son.
You want milk or sugar in it?
Yeah. Phil, I think I'm remembering something.
Really? I'll be right there. Where's the girl?
I don't know.
Tell me where she is, and I'll make this painless for both of you. Fine. Teri, step away. Move away, Teri.
It is about goddamn time,
Teri, step away,
Tony.
please.
The car. Oh my God. The car. I lost Kimberly.
Come on, Teri. Come on.
Is that reconnaissance?
Someone knows we're here.
I thought that was a really good episode. I felt really unsure about Palmer's desire to have the press conference. It's not that I felt like it was okay to cover up Ferragamo's murder or anything like that. It was just a matter of go through the Justice Department first was kind of my instinct. But from what he described, he gave the evidence to the Justice Department and then had the press conference. So that I'm fine with. And supposedly this kind of worked in his favor in terms of Carl and his buddies realizing, okay, this is someone we can't control. We thought we could blackmail this guy, and clearly we can't. With those kind of elites who have control and power, I don't think it's quite that simple that one little press conference would get them to back off like that. So I don't know if it's believable, but in terms of the story, it had the desired result. As far as Mason is concerned, I initially agreed with his decision at the time when he first said that he wasn't going to tell Jack about Kim and Teri. But now we're going on a couple of hours, and he is not just, lying by omission. He is directly playing interference to make sure that no one else can communicate this to Jack. That, I think, is wrong. I think another agent could have taken over the operation to meet with the guy in the red hat. And if Teddy had to be there, he probably wouldn't have had the same problem with that guy. We might have even gotten the suspect out alive and gotten even more information out of this person. So I think one thing that drives me crazy about these storylines is like, in some instances, I think what drives me crazy about these shows that center around one person as like the main hero is sometimes it doesn't make sense that they're the only person who can handle a certain mission or a certain situation. Like, not all intense situations necessarily require Jack Bauer specifically. And if they do, like, what does that say about other federal agents that Jack is the only one who can handle this stuff? So I just find it to be a little bit unrealistic. I think the investigation still could have moved forward just fine had you had someone else in play. I think if you needed to take Jack out of play for a few hours while he hunted down his family, I think that would have been perfectly fine. Surely you could have found someone who could have been involved. It doesn't mean the investigation and all action has to just completely cease while Jack figures out what's going on with his family. As far as the Palmers, like, Sherry's just, I don't care about Sherry. Like, I don't even look at her half the time when she's on screen anymore. She's just annoying and selfish and demanding. And the thing is, sometimes, like, she's actually trying to be strategic, and I can at least get where she's coming from. She has a very specific mission. Whether I agree with her motives or not, I can at least understand what she's trying to accomplish. She just does not care how the Ferragamo homicide hurts anybody. She was willing to cover up an accident. Now she's willing to cover up a murder. Like, she is just a trashy person, okay? Another thing I don't get, I don't know if I call it a plot hole necessarily, but Jack wants to go investigate this place with Mason. Well, he didn't want Mason along, but he wanted to just investigate this place by himself. Well, what if there were, 45 people at this compound, right? Like, he's taking a lot of risk. And you could say, okay, well, they still think there's another mole at CTU. Okay, cool. But what about all the agents they involved in Jack meeting the guy in the red hat? They're obviously not keeping a lot of these incidents just between Jack and Mason and Tony and Nina. So I don't quite get the logic as far as when it has to just be Jack and someone he trusts and when it can be Jack and a whole team. They seem to kind of be bouncing back and forth with that mentality. For now, Kim is in a bit of a better situation. It kind of sucks, but at the same time, she's no longer at the mercy of these drug dealers, which is what the situation had become. She went there for Rick. She thought maybe she could find information about Dan. She thought maybe Rick could help her somehow. And he really just wants to be done with her and move on with his life. But Frank was not someone that Kim needs to be trapped in a house with. If anything convinces Frank that hurting Kim is in his benefit, he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would hesitate with that. So I'm sure getting arrested sucks, but it's better than the situation she was in. As far as Teri, I really like Dr. Parslow's character. I feel like towards the end there, you kind of saw him start to take advantage of the situation a little bit. I think overall, though, he had good intentions. Calling a friend who has a gun and knows how to handle it, that was a smart thing to do. He might not have all the details, but he knows that she's clearly in trouble and he knows that someone has hurt her. And once Teri was cornered by the gunman and was then rescued by Tony, she seemed to suddenly be remembering supposedly losing Kim in the car. As far as she knows, Kim is dead. And she was pretty much in hysterics and wasn't really communicating in a very coherent way. So who knows what she's going to actually communicate to Tony? Who knows how much of that he's going to believe? Definitely still a lot up in the air, but I'm glad that Tony finally got over there. I'm still irritated with Mason for keeping this whole thing a secret. I think that's ridiculous. It seems like the Draysons are still looking for Alexis, so I wonder when the fact that Alexis is seriously injured is going to come back into play. Whatever's going on, someone knows that Bauer and Mason are at this location, so their cover has basically been blown, so I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like a good situation for them to be in out there. It just seems like a really bad idea for Mason and Bauer to be out there by themselves with no backup and no support. I've never been a federal agent. I've never been undercover. I've never been part of special forces. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff about these kind of operations that I do not know. But this just does not seem like a very smart play given the circumstances. I don't think investigating this on their own was very smart. But what I'm most curious to find out is how cutting the power off in this area would have any benefit to the Draysons. Is this maybe something else that has nothing to do with Bauer and Palmer, or is this directly related to the plot against them? I really enjoyed this episode. I think it was better than the past couple episodes, actually. So we are down to the last 4 episodes of season 1, which is absolutely wild. If you've been along with me for the ride, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in episode 20.